Greetings and welcome to Socialbook.io. For today's demo, we will be tackling fashion and beauty influencers. So if I am a fashion and beauty company, the first thing I'm going to do is choose my language because I want to make sure I can actually communicate with all the influencers that I find. You think that would be common sense, but a lot of people forget to do it. Either way, I am at 500,000 English-speaking influencers. Now, when I say influencers, I mean YouTube. We can always switch it over to Instagram if we so please. Next up, I'm going to choose my category. I'm going to choose it to be fashion and beauty for obvious reasons. And now I'm going to be showing 34.7 thousand fashion and beauty influencers. Fantastic. You know what? One of the hardest part about influencer marketing is having to talk to influencers located in lots of different time zones. You end up waking up at like 3 in the morning to talk to an influencer that's located halfway across the world. But by choosing United States as my region, I can ensure I'm only seeing influencers who also reside in the United States. And because I live in the United States, I can talk to them on my own time zone. So now we're at 13.7 thousand US-based English-speaking fashion and beauty influencers. Let's make sure they all have at least 250,000 or more subscribers. Not looking for any micro-influencers at this moment. Now we're at 862 influencers. Fantastic. Let's go ahead and make sure they've been active in the last 30 days and that they have a public email. Because if they're active with a public email, they're way more likely to give me a reply back. Now we're at 523 influencers. You know what else? Let's make sure they also have an Instagram account. For fashion and beauty related products, it's great to advertise on both platforms. So now we're looking at 387 influencers who have both a YouTube and Instagram following. Let's go ahead and target a female audience between the ages of 25 and 34. This is the age group that tends to spend the most money. And of course, females more likely to get their fashion advice from influencers than males are. And for country of origin, let's go ahead and make it United States. So now we're looking at 274 influencers. Wow, we definitely narrowed that down, but let's narrow it down even further. So if I'm pretending to be a fashion and beauty company, let's say I'm going to be wanting videos of my designer bag made. So I'm going to go ahead and click purse, or type in purse as a keyword. And we're going to be showing 83 influencers who specialize in purses. Either they do purse reviews, purse recommendations, but they have used the term purse multiple times within their videos. This is fantastic. I don't think I can do better than this. I'm going to go over to list view. I'm going to select all, and I'm going to send everybody a mass email to kind of see who replies back. Now, if I don't want to send that email right away, I can go ahead and add it to a list and save it for later, but either way, that email will show as coming from my personal address, so not to look like spam. I can also go into each of these influencers' profile individually to check out their individual stats. If I like what I see, I can actually start a personal conversation with the influencer by clicking the Let's Talk button. And the influencer does not reply to me after a couple of days, fear not. I can click the donate button and donate her $1 or $2. And in order for her to collect those funds, she will have to read my message. She doesn't have to respond to the message, but she must read it. And that really is half the battle. It's getting out of their spam inbox. Influencers are attacked by brands in batches. They probably get up to 100 messages a day, and a lot of times they simply just won't read your message because they get too much. So by donating that $1 or $2, you force the message to the top and make sure it gets read. And if they like what they see, they'll probably work with you. Anyhow, there's lots of cool stats in here, and they let you know if the channel is growing subscribers, losing subscribers, what their daily average views are they reaching their daily average views, what their audience looks like, and a cool feature that only we do, brand mentions. So this particular influencer has worked with Sephora 41 times. If I click the Sephora logo, I can see all of her Sephora related videos. Each video comes with his own personal stats as well. She's also worked with Sigma Beauty 76 times. And I can check out all of her Sigma Beauty related videos. Now this is really cool to get a feel for their style, especially when it comes to sponsored content, to make sure they're not phoning it in. And even more importantly, make sure they're not deleting videos. Because if they're deleting sponsored videos, that's a problem. It's a red flag, and you should never work with any influencer that deletes any paid content. Because you're paying for that to be seen for life. Anyhow, I'm currently looking at the most engaged influencer section, and this is one of our most prized possessions here at Social Book. It tells you out of all of their subscribers, which ones are also influencers themselves. So if I were to work with this person, I could probably work with all these people, and usually at a discounted rate. Why at a discounted rate? Well, if I'm already working with an influencer they subscribe to, it means they'll be way more likely to trust me and give me the time of day it immediately gives me a bit of credibility. So that's a cool growth hack that we offer. Anyhow, that's pretty much how the search function works. It can be as simple or as complex as you make it. That's was a really complex one. Let's do a simple one. I go fashion and beauty, English, over 2 million subscribers or more, and then I'll type in shoes. And we'll get all of the English-speaking fashion beauty influencers with 2 million or more subscribers that have done something about shoes. And in less than 20 seconds, I'm already emailing 64 influencers. So yeah, super easy to do. Keep in mind, though, that the Socialbook search function is only about 20% of the entire Socialbook platform. The rest of it can do a lot of cool things, such as email tracking for email campaigns, and do link tracking, be able to see if someone clicks the link, what did they do next, did they download something, did they purchase something. There's competitor analysis. You can go ahead and choose a company and see what type of influencers they are using. Lots of cool things. I wouldn't have time to show it to you all, but if you want to see the whole thing, just get in contact with us. There is contact in the description below, and you can arrange a 30-minute demo. Other than that, thank you for your interest in Socialbook.io. We will be more than happy to have you on board.